Hi guys, welcome to chapter 3.8. We'll look at this particular segment of Trigo, which is bearings. Okay, what is bearings all about? This is probably one of the easiest part of Trigo which you will enjoy. Okay, I'll show you that. And I just want to point out how we find a bearing. Okay, so take note that a bearing of any point with respect to another point, okay, is always measured from the north. Okay, it's always measured from the north. And suppose I say I want the bearing of P from O. Okay, so over here the bearing of P from O. This means, okay, that I will put my compass at the point O. How do I know that? Because it says from O. Okay, that's the keyword. So I will put my compass here. Okay, and as you know, the compass always points to the north. Okay, so this is the north, and the bearing of P from O will just be the angle that this line, okay, that P, okay, this line makes from the north. Yeah, it's really just as simple as that. So another example, the bearing of Q from O. So we will put our compass at O because we want the bearing from O, okay, from O. So I'll put my compass over here, and once again, bearing is measured with respect to the north, okay, so from the north we start measuring and we go in the anti-clockwise direction, and this angle will be the angle that I'm looking for. Okay, so let us look at more tangible examples. Okay, in example number 1, let us find the bearing of A from O. Okay, so at this point in time, let me just ask the class, where should we put the compass? From the keyword here, we should be putting our compass at O. Okay, so I'll put my compass over here. Okay, and the bearing of A from O will just be the angle measured from north all the way till this line here, which A makes. Okay, so the bearing that we're looking for, or the angle that we're looking for, is just 55 degrees. Okay, so for part A, the answer is just 55 degrees. Okay, so I think I'll use a different color every time. Okay, so it looks clearer to you. Let me just use green. Okay, so what's the bearing of B from O? Okay, so once again, the keyword is from O. Okay, so I'll put my compass at O, at the point of origin O. Okay, so this is my compass. Okay, and I will always start measuring from the north and go in an anti-clockwise direction. So my angle, the angle that I'm looking for, goes like this all the way to here. Okay, so this green color angle you see over here is the angle that I'm looking for in part B. Okay, so it will just be 270 degrees. Okay, because 3 quadrants is equivalent to 270 degrees. Okay, by the way, for those who are unsure, 1 quadrant is just 90 degrees. Okay, so 3 quadrants, 270 plus 25. So for part B over here, the bearing of B from O is just 270 plus 25 degrees, okay, which gives me 295 degrees. Okay, so let's look at a few more examples. So maybe at this point I'll just clear the screen. Okay, so, yeah, let us look at the bearing of O from A. So look at the keywords over here, from A, so I should be putting my compass over here at A. Okay, so I'll put my compass over here at A. Okay, and if I want, okay, this is my north. Okay, so if I want the bearing of O from A, okay, I should be measuring in a anti-clockwise direction all the way till this line that you see over here. So this blue color angle is the angle that I want in part C. Okay, so how do I find this angle in particular? How do I find this angle? Okay, let me just make it more obvious to you by using a different color. So over here, okay, take note that this is what we call vertically opposite angles. So this angle is the same as this angle. Okay, and so this is just 55 degrees. Okay, and this angle, the remaining blue angle here is 180 degrees. So the bearing of O from A is just 180 degrees. plus 55 degrees, which gives me 235 degrees. Okay, let's look at one last example over here. Let me use a different color. So the bearing of O from B. So the keyword here is from B. So I should be putting my compass at B. So I put my compass over here at B. Okay. So the bearing of O from B. So I should be measuring from the north all the way to this line over here. Okay, so this green angle is the angle that I want. Okay, take note that all I have to look for now is this tiny angle over here. And how we're going to find it, I'll make it obvious to you by using a different color. So let's say I use purple, and let me just draw my Z over here. Okay, so is it more obvious to you now that this angle is the same as this angle? Okay, because of vertically opposite angles. So this angle is 25 degrees, and in part D, I'm just looking for 90 degrees plus 25 degrees. So 90 degrees plus 25 degrees, and I press it in the calculator, I'll just get 115 degrees. Okay, so that's all for example 1. 2 more examples to go. I'll see you in the next video.